breaking news. Looks like my mom, who was my family member who wasn't well, is doing so much better now instead of worse, which is awesome. So we're going to get back out on the trail. We're going to, well, we won't be able to finish the trail. That's not possible with what time we have left. But we are going to get back out on the trail. We're going to do about 500 miles. We figure that's about how much time we have with how long we want to be able to, we can spend out there, and how slow we hike. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go back up to Washington, and we're going to start at Cascade Locks and hike the Cascade Mountains all the way up to Canada. And that's about 505 miles. Plus then we'll hike into Canada, and we're super excited. And we've only got a couple of days now before we've already booked our airline ticket, and we've got 2 days before we get on that and go. So we got George over there spraying the, what is that, permethrin? I can't say it right, onto our clothes because there's mosquitoes out there, and we want to try to stave those off best we can. And getting ready. We're getting ready to go. We're excited.
Which outfit should I wear hiking? This pants or these pants?
Well, I don't know.
This shirt or this? I want to be fashionable.
No, you have to wear the same shirt you've been wearing all along. That's important.
It's a uniform.
It's a uniform. And yeah, but you're spraying the other ones just in case. So, well, in case he needs to have them replaced. Those will be sprayed and ready to send.
The problem is my loose pants are now tight because I've been home too long.
That's right. And
I
then
ate everything in the house and got more food too.
right. Well, after a week or so out there, you'll lose the weight again, and you'll want the smaller pants. So that'll be fine. We've got it. You're ready. You're prepared for anything. I did find it fun to get to see my puppy while we were home. I miss him when we're on the trail, but he gets well taken care of. My daughter takes care of him. She stays here in our house and takes care of him while we're gone. Okay, we're getting ready to go. Gonna go to the airport and get on a plane. That blue bag is kind of nifty. It kept our backpacks really safe on the way home. We checked them so that we didn't have to carry them through the airport in these blue bags, and everything stayed really compact and neat in the bag. So I mean, it's a real tight squeeze. Zipping this up the rest of the way. Well, it'll take both hands. I can't film and do it. There's my little dog. I'm gonna miss him. Sorry, I wish I could take you with us. We're back. Got here to this campsite after dark last night. Our flight didn't get in until after 7, and we ended up coming up to what's the name of this camp? Crest Creek Camp, and it was a bumpy, hilly ride to get up here. It took a little longer than we knew that it would. So anyway, we got here at dark, so we pitched a tent in the dark. We slept. We actually had our tent in that spot right there, and there's some people camping here that are in cars, and there's some PCT hikers over here, and we've already seen at least one PCT hiker hike by. Anyway, it's good to be back out here, and we're going to shoot for Panther Creek today. We camped at Panther Creek once before when we were out here with Tish while we were on hiatus, and hopefully we'll be able to make it there today. It's a 15-mile hike, but the elevation gain's not bad, so it looks like, I mean, there's some uphill, don't get me wrong, but hopefully it won't be so much that it's too hard for me, and we'll be able to make the 15 miles to Panther Creek and camp there. We're going to camp south for these first 4 days, or 3.5 days, We're going to hike south all the way down to the Oregon border. And the variety of reasons for doing that. One, because we can, because Push's husband is going to come pick us up. Push is out on the trail, by the way. She's out in doing Northern California, and then she's going to do the southernmost part of the Sierra Mountains. And so she's not here to help us out, but her husband brought us from the airport to here. And then on Sunday, he'll pick us up at Bridge of the Gods. And then he'll bring us back up here, right where we are right now. And then we'll start hiking north from here. We're just going to go from, do the full Washington PCT. From the Bridge of the Gods up to Canada. That's probably all we'll get done this year. Maybe we'll get back to do San Jacinto Mountain, but it has to cool down there a little bit before they're in triple digits up in San Jacinto Mountain now. It's funny, it was too snowy when we were there 2 months ago, and now it's too hot. So, yeah, so we're going to get going pretty soon. And if I see anything that's pretty or interesting along the way, I'll be sure to show you. Oh, here comes Renegade. So we're getting ready to go. See you later. And here we go. Well, we finished our first hiking day on our first day back on the trail. And got a nice little camp spot here. We hiked 16 miles today. And got a place near water. And got a nice flat little tent pad over there. And somebody made a makeshift table out of tires. Out of road trash, yeah. So, yeah, there's lots of woods around, and it's pretty, and it is good to be back out here. Hopefully we'll get a really good night's sleep tonight. We're both pretty tired, kind of shot after 16 miles, but the water situation was such that 16 miles was necessary. So, we'll get up in the morning and we can either do another 15.5 miles, or there's a water source that has some campgrounds at 14.5 miles, which might be what we do. We're both kind of shot after today. We don't know. There might not even be any camp spots available there. There's a lot of people out here. Today, our first choice in camping was already taken up by all the hikers by the time we got there, and it wasn't even late. It was like 4 in the afternoon, and they were already all taken. So we'll just see what happens tomorrow. But tonight, I'm going to go to bed and get a good night's sleep. Good morning. Well, we got a pretty decent night's sleep last night. Laid around for about 10 hours. We were in our tent laying down for a while before we went to sleep, but not that long before we fell asleep. Yesterday was 16 miles. That's a good long day, especially for our first day back after being gone for a month. So, yeah, got some aches and pains this morning, and so does Renegade. But let me turn this around, and you can see where we're hiking. It's just beautiful here. The woods are gorgeous. Actually, we walked this 5 miles that we're walking first this morning. We already walked it before in the other direction. So, good 5 miles to start the day with, especially with little aches and pains, because there's a little bit of ups, a little bit of downs, but it's not bad. Kind of cruisy. Now, after that first 5 miles, we'll just start going up, and you know how I love to go up. But we're thinking 14 and a half miles today. Ought to do it. If there's not a campsite there, though, we may just do another mile to get us to Rock Creek. So we started yesterday at Crest Creek campground, and then this morning we started from Panther Creek Road, and maybe we'll make it to Rock Creek by the end of the day today. We'll see. It's a beautiful day for a walk in the woods, and it's good to be out here. The huckleberries mostly aren't all ripe yet. Every once in a while you find one that's ripe. I think this one is. But in about a week, all the ones that aren't ripe yet should be ripe. But we can wait. Till then, every once in a while we find one like this. Oh, I'm gonna eat it now. Good morning. We're getting out of camp a little bit early today. It's only 6:47 or 6:50 by now. Yesterday we hiked 14 and a half miles and got to this area right here where we got water and found a place to camp. And it's a little seasonal stream here. It goes down in there too. It's going to be another beautiful day on the PCT, and we're aiming to go about 14 and a half miles again today, and camp at another stream. We'll see how that goes. There was barely room at our campsite last night. We got here in time to get a decent spot, but it was pretty crowded by the time we left, or by the time everyone went to sleep last night. So anyway, I expect to see some pretty things today. If I do, I'll show them to you. And you can see them too.
Want me to help you?
All right, this is our campsite for the night. We're in camp right on the shores of Gillette Lake. It was a long day today. See Renegade over there putting our tent up. It was really hot. And we hiked 16.5 miles today. That's a push for me no matter what. And there was about 3,054 feet of climbing up and another 4,186 feet of climbing down. Some of the worst trail we've had coming down. A lot of rock screes where you just are walking on nothing but loose rock, and it's like that rock over there on that beach. Only up and down, and you only have about a 1.5 foot wide of it to walk on. I'm tired, but at least we're at a very pretty place. And short walk in the morning, and then we'll get picked up by Clay, and we will get a ride back up to Crest Creek where we started on Thursday morning. And we'll go up from there a little bit tomorrow too. Whew. What a day. Good night, everybody.